They say close your mouth about the things going on in your area, girl.
I am Captain Kgomotso Phatsima from Botswana. I'm the president and founder of Dare to Dream. Dare to Dream is a social enterprise based at Botswana Digital and Innovation Hub, dedicated to advancement of youth, women and girls in STEAM, as well as aviation and aerospace. I started Dare to Dream to inspire the next generation, especially the girl child, to consider careers and business opportunities in the fields of science, technology, engineering and mathematics, as well as aviation and aerospace. I was inspired to be a pilot by profession as I grew up near Sesritsakama International Airport, and I used to see aeroplanes flying over my mother's thatched roof house. I am the 2018 African Union CIEFFA Alumni. My biggest challenge is working in a male-dominated industry. Because of that, I started Dare to Dream so that I can inspire more young girls to consider careers in this space. My dream is to set up an aviation charter business. To the young girls in Africa, be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. It is not going to be easy, but go out there and make your dreams come alive.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Kadio Niang, j'ai 34 ans, je suis mauritanienne. Je suis ingénieure en éco-énergétique et fondatrice de Solar Ecobat et Solar System Service. C'est une entreprise spécialisée en énergie solaire. Nous intervenons en milieu rural. Nous fournissons des kits solaires autonomes pour électrification, addiction à eau potable, irrigation solaire. Donc nous électrifions tout ce qui est école, maison, centre de santé et aussi des pompes d'irrigation pour l'agriculture. Ce qui m'a poussé à apprendre ce métier, parce que j'avais comme objectif de créer une entreprise dans le domaine des énergies solaires. Venant d'un petit village où il n'y avait pas accès à l'électricité, donc je me suis orientée dans l'étude des énergies solaires afin de pouvoir créer ma propre société dans ce domaine, afin de participer à l'amélioration de la condition de vie des populations en milieu rural. Actuellement, en Mauritanie, je suis la seule femme dirigeante d'une entreprise dans le domaine de l'énergie solaire en Mauritanie. C'est vraiment difficile d'être femme dirigeante dans les métiers techniques parce que c'est très compétitif et c'est des métiers réservés aux hommes. Et même dans la conscience des populations, ils te font difficilement confiance aux femmes dirigeantes dans les métiers des hommes parce qu'ils te disent ouais c'est un métier où normalement c'est un homme qui doit le faire, pas une femme. Alors donc pour se frayer du chemin il faut montrer, il faut doubler d'efforts, montrer plus de compétences, faire plus d'efforts que les hommes dans ce métier. Mon objectif principal est d'agrandir l'entreprise, devenir un modèle pour les jeunes femmes et jeunes filles entrepreneurs, les pousser à rentrer dans le domaine technique et devenir leader dans 5 ans dans le domaine de l'énergie solaire en Mauritanie et dans la sous-région ouest africaine. Le message que je voudrais faire passer aux parents d'élèves, aux jeunes filles et aux jeunes femmes, pour les parents d'élèves, c'est de laisser leurs enfants étudier, les laisser le plus longtemps possible à l'école, que les jeunes filles puissent faire le choix des filières qu'ils veulent faire et aussi de ne pas les précipiter pour le mariage et aussi les laisser faire les études qu'ils veulent. Et pour les jeunes filles, faut pas avoir peur d'intégrer les filières techniques et professionnelles parce que c'est pas spécial pour les garçons, que ce soit un garçon ou une fille, tout le monde peut le faire. Donc il faut pas avoir peur, il faut y aller. Voilà, nous aussi on est des exemples, on les a fait, on l'a fait, on a réussi à le faire, donc vous aussi vous pouvez le faire.
My name is Olamide Ogunsanya, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a shoemaker. My pledge as a female shoemaker is, I am a shoemaker, I'm proud to be one, to daily improve on your needs, to affect the lives of others and mine, so help me God. While I was in the university, I learned how to make crafts using African print, and then the aspect of shoemaking got interested to me. So I had to go look around if I could get a female instructor to actually train me. But unfortunately, I couldn't get a female instructor. And then I had to sit back and like, wow, this is a niche where I could come in as a trainer if I eventually become a shoemaker. So I looked around, I went to meet about 4 male instructor, and they were like, oh no, you can't know shoemaking. Why is shoemaking? Females are not in the industry. But I said I wanted to learn. So eventually I was able to get a male instructor who was ready to train me on shoemaking. And then he said I had to pay huge amount of money. I had to do crowdfunding to get funds from my friends, from my families, and from people around me. And I'm so happy that I went into shoemaking because he was able to train me on how to make shoes the right way, and also train me on the art of shoemaking. The challenges I face as a female shoemaker is most men look down on you, especially when they walk into the showroom or into the factory. You know, they expect to see a giant guy, a huge guy looking so dirty. So when they walk into the factory and I say, "Oh, you're welcome, sir, how can we help you?" And they're like, "Please, I need to meet the shoemaker guy because I need to get some shoes done." And I'll tell them, "Oh, so what design do you want? Can we take your measures?" I say, "No, excuse me, madam, I need to see the shoemaker guy." And then I will look into their eyes and tell them, "Sir, this is the shoemaker that you are here to see." And they're like, "Oh, really?" So eventually, at the end of the production, what I do to my clients is I under promise and over deliver. So if we tell them that you're getting your shoes in 9 working days, we make sure that you get the shoes in 7 working days or less than. And ever since then, we've won the hearts of so many clients around us. We have the issue of training, especially as a female shoemakers, because most time we have new designs coming in and coming out, which we needed to just go for more trainings. And when you walk up to people, like I said earlier, they find it difficult because they just look down on you and tell you, "What do you want to amount to in the industry?" But we really do not care. But because of this, we've been able to train more shoemakers. Some of them are doing so well in the industry. I started the business in 2016. I'm grateful that I'm not where I want to be, but I'm definitely far from where I'm coming from, and I'm totally different from the roadside shoemakers. You know, the regular roadside shoemakers that you all see on the road. Nobody wants their child or their children to be a shoemaker, but because I am a woman, because I make shoes, I make it jealously. I want you to feel like a shoemaker, sorry. I'm grateful to AU CIEFFA for bringing me on board, because I belong to the alumni set of 2017, where I connected with so many women, so many influential women in Africa. The goal is to eradicate the stigma in the industry and to empower passionate women to become shoemakers. Piece of advice to young African girls is, in everything or anything you want to do, get educated, because education has taken me to places where an ordinary roadside shoemaker can never be. The sky is big enough for every bird to fly. So, in building your dream, make sure you are consistent at it. One day, the world will recognize you and your name will be mentioned.
My name is Salim Njoku. I'm Kenyan and AU CIEFFA Alumni 2017. I am a nuclear scientist and geologist by profession, and my inspiration is that I'm a curious mind who's always asking why, very analytical, and I love what I do. My passion for science began at a very young age, and always moving on with science and science subject. We face different challenges of women in science, and some of the challenges is a lot of discouragement from people in the field, especially because it's male dominated. And another one is that we lack also supportive people around us who can encourage us when the going gets rough. We also face people who don't believe in us, especially where we're employed and all that. So we have to do a lot of proving ourselves to people. However, these challenges can be overcome once you first believe in yourself and your capacity as a woman, and also you have to prove yourself to the people who've employed you that you can actually do the job by being excellent and very good at what you do. My goals as a nuclear scientist are to do my PhD next year in nuclear physics, and also to build my own company in science, just to improve on the science infrastructure in African continent, just like we've been doing with the technological infrastructure for a couple of years. I also want to start the Phatsima Library project in partnership with a friend of mine, and this particular project will flag off next year. And the purpose of this project is to ensure people in villages and people who have no access to books from a very young age can have access to books so that they can read and understand how the world looks like in the eyes of other people, and so that they can see the world as a bigger place than they are originally in. And learning how to read at a very young age is what opens up your mind to know exactly what careers you want to pick. My encouragement to young girls who want to pursue subjects in STEM is that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is not hard for girls. As long as you're passionate and you have a curious mind and you literally love what you do, you can actually pursue a career in science. Secondly, you must work really hard and be perseverant when it comes to having a career in STEM. As a woman, of course, you face different challenges than those faced by men, plus those faced by men. And so you have to be perseverant and keep pushing. And this will come by having the right attitude and also trying to have sort of a focus of exactly what you want to build. Don't give up on your goals and let no one tell you that you can't do it.